I almost passed out. I asked myself, I said, is this what this woman is calling something that has come down? I'm like, what happened? You didn't want to even tell me what was happening. Just that it's just an incident. Making light of the matter. I wouldn't have known. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm just going to vent because I had an experience that is really upsetting. I got a call from my son's school. School nurse called me and told me that my son was playing with another child, and because of playing he got injured. That she's just telling me so that when he comes home from school, I'm not shocked to see a bruising on his head and that it's already coming down. There's no cause for alarm, that she has examined the wound. It's not a serious matter. When he comes home, just put an ice compress on the area. Don't press it, don't massage it. Just apply some uri, that's a shea butter on it, and everything will be fine. So I asked her, I said, are you sure it's not serious? She said, no, it's not serious. You know how children play now. Why would you think it's going to be serious? So like 10 minutes later, my son came home. Immediately he came back from the school bus, I almost passed out. I said, is this what this woman is calling something that has come down? If this is already come down and is looking this big, how was it before they released him to come home? And the first instinct was, take this boy to the hospital, get an x-ray. Something is not adding up. I asked the bus attendant, what happened? She was stuttering. It's like she couldn't make a coherent sentence. It's like they swore an oath in the school that if a child gets injured under their watch, you're not supposed to tell the parents how the child got injured. So since the bus attendant wouldn't tell me and the nurse wouldn't tell me, I called the school. Immediately I called because I was like, if I go to the hospital, the doctor or the nurses or whoever will attend to him will ask me what happened to the child so that they will know how to start their treatment, isn't it? So I called the school. It was the receptionist that picked up, and she said, children's play now. It is not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And they were trying to downplay what happened, but my mind was telling me something was not adding up. Why do schools hide information from the parents concerning their children? I don't get it. What is the motive behind hiding information, especially when the information can save the child's life? So I just carried my son and I went inside to go and get dressed because I was like, okay, if these people won't tell me what happened to my son, let me take him to the hospital. Let me at least make sure that he's okay and he's fine. Thank God my son is of the age that he can speak. I wouldn't have known what happened to him. So I was getting dressed. I asked my son, I said, what happened to your head? He said they were doing after school activities, and then he noticed from the corner of his eye that a boy was going to his friend's lunch box to go and open it and take out the snacks that was inside. And my son sighted it. Innocently, my son walked up to the child and he said, leave the bag. It's not your bag. It's my friend's bag. I stopped stealing his snacks. And my son, defender of the universe. And this other child stood up, held my son by the collar, took the same lunch box that he was opening to steal from and used it to hit my son's head. And my son said blood was everywhere. Inside that lunch box, there was an aluminium water bottle and an aluminium flask. So what basically hit my son was the aluminium or the metal thing inside. So when we went to the hospital, they did x-ray on his head, found out that where the aluminium flask impacted his forehead, there was a crack. Not only a circular crack, but like a crack upwards, a line. So when that result came out that he has a crack in his skull and everything, I said it. It's not as light as these people are making it out to be. It's not as two children playing and one got injured. It's not as simple as that. If it was that simple, I won't have this gut feeling in my stomach that made me to rush my son to the hospital. How can a 4 or 5-year-old child be so angry and so vicious to respond to stop it? Don't do that. Don't take what doesn't belong to you by slamming something so hard to another child's face that it cracks the child's skull. Ask them to give me the phone number and the contact details of the parent of the child that did that so that I can call them to the school to show them what their child is capable of. I could have sworn up and down that it was an adult that did that to my son. If not that my son with his own mouth said it was a child. I'm glad I went to the hospital, but at night he was doing like this, stiffening up in his sleep. 2 nights in a row. I've interacted with too many doctors and I've read enough information to not know that is a seizure. So the doctor said that I should observe him and make sure that he doesn't have like dark circles forming under his eyes, having consistent headaches, having nausea, if he's vomiting, if he's confused or he's speaking gibberish or talking rubbish, if he's finding it difficult to wake up, I should rush him back to the hospital. So I'm just watching him now. I try not to live in fear. I don't even know how to handle this issue because knowing what I know now, I had a good mind to march down to the school and scatter everywhere. I've been boiling inside of me. Should I get somebody arrested? Like, I don't want to go to the school and go and display, and then later I will now feel bad, like, what should have done that? My mother's intuition did not push me to take my son to the hospital. I won't even have known he had a cracked skull. And there are signs I need to watch out for brain damage. Oh my God. I can't even say the word. I don't even know the best approach to handle this matter because I'm really, really upset. The school, I've never had any issue with them before. I've never had any complaints with the school in general. So this is the first time I'm having any issue with them. If you've had incidents like this happen to you before, please let me know how you handled it. And I'll be going through the comments to see what you guys think. Thank you so much for listening to me. I feel so much better. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye. Thank you.